Is it actually possible to start your interior design career without a portfolio? So I get this question all the time. How do you get clients if you don't have anything to show? And let me just say this up front. A portfolio is not as important as you probably think. I didn't start building my portfolio until 2 years into my business. Yeah, 2 years, and somehow I still booked clients. So today, I'm going to share exactly how I did that, what I leaned on instead of a portfolio, and how you can do the same. When I first started, I had a brand new baby, so my house was a complete disaster zone. Definitely not Instagram worthy. No style photos, no staged rooms, nothing. Some new designers are lucky enough to have their own homes to pull pictures from, but unfortunately, I was not one of them. So I really, truly started without a portfolio. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I can't start yet because I don't have a portfolio, you're not special. You're in the exact same position I was in, and I'm not going to let you use that as an excuse. The funny thing is, most clients don't even ask for a portfolio. In my experience, maybe 10 to 20% of them do. And honestly, mine has always been just my incredibly neglected Instagram account. But I started to realize that what mattered more than polished photos was the way I showed up, how confident I sounded, the knowledge I shared, the enthusiasm I brought into the conversation. Because ultimately, clients will work with people they want to work with. I know that seems like an obvious statement, but when you show your passion and knowledge, people gravitate towards that, and that polished portfolio isn't the only way to attract clients. And here's something most new designers don't realize. Being new can be an advantage. You just have to choose to see it that way. Think about it. If you're just starting out, you have the bandwidth to give your clients your full attention. You're not juggling 12 projects. You're eager, you're responsive, and you're charging way less than like a celebrity designer. There is a market for every level of designer. Not everyone wants Kelly Wearstler. Some people just want someone who can stop their weekly arguments about the couch color. I swear, half the time, we're hired as professional tiebreakers. Clients hire you for your eye, your taste, your ability to simplify their decision-making, not a glossy PDF portfolio. So what do you lean on instead? This is where you look at your transferable skills. I don't care what your previous experience is, we all have them. Maybe you work really well under pressure and make decisions fast. Maybe you've helped your parents redecorate. Maybe you're hyper detail-oriented and can spot scale issues instantly. And in my case, I leaned heavily on my realtor background. For those of you who don't know, I was a realtor for over 7 years before I became an interior designer. I was able to see homes through the lens of resale value, and I would share that perspective with the clients. Hey, if you're thinking of selling in 5 years, you'll need this and this to appeal to the mass market. That gave me instant credibility, even though I had zero experience as an interior designer. So take a second and think, what unique skills or experiences do you already have that could be relevant to interior design? Write those down. That's your starter portfolio, even if it's not in picture form yet. And if you want a step-by-step roadmap to building your design career without going back to school, that's exactly what I teach inside my course. I'll drop the link below if you want to check it out after this video. I know the scariest part is the unknown. I felt the same way. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I thought, what if I mess up? What if they expect me to have all the answers? But here's the reality. Everything is figure-outable. And I'm telling you, the only way to learn is by doing. You fumble, you adjust, you get better. That's how every single designer on the planet started. And let me remind you, you don't magically get a beautiful portfolio before becoming a designer. You become a designer and then you build a portfolio. It's the other way around. So you waiting to have a portfolio to start being a designer just doesn't make any sense. But this is where I see people get stuck. They use the lack of a portfolio as an excuse to not start. But you are not one of those people. Let me ask you, have you ever hired someone purely because you trusted them? A trainer, a tutor, a hairstylist? You didn't demand a 20-page portfolio of past clients. You got a good feeling about them. It's the same here. Your energy, your passion, your ability to communicate clearly, those matter more than having 20 glossy project shots. So stop waiting for a portfolio to give you permission to start. You don't need one to get clients. You need confidence, passion, and a willingness to learn as you go and mess up along the way. And if you want guidance on how to start your design business the right way without going back to school, definitely check out my course linked below. I know it can help you, and I go way deeper into everything I wish I'd known when I started. Just remember, portfolios are built along the way, not before you start the journey. The only thing standing between you and and your first client is the decision to start. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe because I post new videos every Wednesdays and Fridays. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.